What's going on, YouTube? My name's Tom Adair.
Sean Bratton.
And this is another AV Films review, and what we're doing is a side-by-side comparison. He's defending the Amazon Echo. Anyway, and I got the Google Home. Mm-hmm. We're going to get into it, see which one's better.
Action.
First thing I like to get into is build quality, because everybody loves build quality.
So as far as the Echo goes, Echo is significantly heavier than the Google Home. Speakers from about halfway down. There's only one port on it on the bottom. It's the power port. It's made out of some sort of tough plastic, like all of them. And you have the speaker button here across the top that raises and lowers volume. It's basically the light that goes around. Main microphone, and then all the little microphones across the top. Mute button, and then the listen button.
I'm not a big fan of the actual design of the Google Home. It's kind of just like flat and kind of fat. But anyway, what you got is you got like a little touch screen on the top. That's kind of scared me, I'm not even going to lie. Touch screen on the top, you can sort of tap it, you can tap it again. And you have your two mics, so for voice activation. And then you have your speaker on the bottom, which I think I'll go into detail about that a little bit later on, and why I think it's a little bit of a downfall of the Google Home. But anyway, you have like a cheaper, like kind of plastic feel on top. Then you have like the cloth over the speaker, which is not too bad. And then they put like a little rubber to absorb all the sound, I guess you can say. And yeah, you have your one power cord. There's really no buttons on it really, except for the mute button in the back. And that's really about it. I like that, just looks futuristic. Because basically, it's an AI for the home. You know?
It's an AI for the home.
It's AI
it is your smart hub
for
your smart home.
Yeah. So what can you do? People don't even know what they are. Well, basically,
they're smart hubs.
Smart hubs, and it's home automation.
Home automation.
So basically, you ever just sit there and like, I really wish that light was on. I wish I could just voice activate that light. Well, you can now with these, and you can also play music. They're both linked up to Spotify and other bunch of apps, third-party applications and whatnot.
Yep.
Whatnot.
With the Echo, you can add your Amazon account onto it and actually order directly from Amazon through the Echo. And Amazon every once in a while will also have Echo specific deals, so you can order through the Echo and receive some sort of added bonus through Amazon itself. The Google does not have that option because the Google is an inferior product.
I don't think so. False. Also, keep in mind, that could be dangerous because as we've known, let's say you just have a roommate and let's say your Amazon Echo is linked to your account and your roommate technically could just be home and be like, hey, Amazon, order me 50 packages of toilet paper. Sure, why not? And then all of a sudden you get a notification, I'm not saying it happened, you get a notification and all of a sudden you're a proud owner of 50 packages of toilet paper. So
a convenient thing though is you can shut that feature off.
You can. That's very important.
That is very important here.
That's why Google goes for security. So they can do a wide variety of stuff, and it's going to obviously change because they're going to add more stuff, but they can link up to like things like I believe the Nest.
The Nest thermostat, the Hue lights. It's not like I know a lot of the commercials show that you can just turn on and off the lights. It's not as simple as buying one of these and they can magically control your lights. You do have to have specific lights such as the Hue lights or the Illumini lights. Illumina lights. Or there's a few other brands. Those are the two more popular of the two. Those are the two more popular of the two.
Yeah. So that's basically what it does. But which one should you buy? That's the real question. So I guess it really depends on what you're looking for.
Yes.
So, I mean, we talked about what they do, but they do have a speaker. And what we use it for a lot of times is sitting there and like, we want music. So we verbally say what kind of music we want to do. As far as sound quality, this is what I get from it. The Google Home is much more bassier. And the speakers on the bottom, which I feel like is kind of a bad thing, sort of muffles it a little bit.
Yeah, it projects it more downwards than anything.
So it's not really 360.
If you're looking for a Bluetooth speaker or something like that, there are better options for just a speaker. Having the speaker ability is an added bonus, but I
shouldn't be the primary.
Yeah, it would not be a primary use for myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can check out the Sonos if you're looking for some sort of wireless speaker.
Which we did a review on.
Q video.
Q video somewhere. It'll be down there somewhere.
Oh, it'd probably be down here.
Right down there. Check that video out. It's about play one. And we go into detail with that.
Listening is really good on both of them. I think the microphones are kind of better on the Echo. That's a fact. The AI response is also a lot better on the Echo. The Google Home voice doesn't sound as good. Some of the cool things is they can play jokes such as, actually, hey Google, play a joke.
How do you get rid of butterflies in your stomach? Stop eating caterpillars.
Alexa, tell a joke.
What do you get when you cross a joke with a rhetorical question?
A rhetorical joke?
As you can see, Google Home is way better. I
get it.
Yeah, it's like a clever thing.
Yeah.
Also, what you were talking about with the voice, Alexa does have a sexy AI voice.
Yeah.
It's smooth. That's what I like. Google Home is more like the phone. So what you hear out of the phone with the
Yep.
Google Home, it's going to be exactly like
It's going
that.
to be the same.
So it's very robotic, but I feel like that the Google is more, it has more personality. So that, like, I sat there for a long time asking each, like, the same exact questions, and I feel like there's more responses and it's more in tune with what's going on.
I do agree
in the
with you.
Google. Than,
Such as something as simple as a movie. When you ask them when a movie is released, they give you similar information, but it's different. Hey Google, when did Guardians of the Galaxy come out?
Guardians of the Galaxy was released in the United States of America on August 1st, 2014.
Alexa, when did Guardians of the Galaxy come out?
The movie Guardians of the Galaxy was released in August 2014.
You get an exact day versus a month and a year. I kind of thought that was kind of cool.
Small little differences.
But
But as far as operation use, I mean, we use it a lot with the Hue lights. Both are pretty responsive. Both have their errors. Sometimes it doesn't.
Both has their errors.
Yeah, it's not like one just listens better than the other one. They're not like teenage kids that you have one favorite but you never say it.
Yeah.
I think they operate relatively
It's
on
the
the same
same.
level.
Some of the Hue light features are, I haven't been able to quite change the lights with the Echo, the color that is, but I have been able to with the Google Home. But turning on and off the lights works regardless of which one you have.
Yes.
The in-app setup, because they both have their partnership app, the Amazon Alexa app, and then the Google Home app, that's the mic button, that's why it's red. So it can stop listening to me when I say its name.
Yeah, I have a button just on the back. Okay.
They're similar as far as being able to turn on and off, but in the app itself, it's easier to set up rooms in the Alexa app than it is the Google app, and that's a very important thing.
Now, here's the thing. We talked about speaker quality and how you shouldn't buy it for the speaker. One thing I do wish, and I feel like we both agree on this, is that we wish it works with the Sonos.
It worked with the Sonos.
Just easier. You need some kind of middle device system that
Raspberry
works with
Pi or
Raspberry
something
Pi, Chromecast. So that's where I'm going with.
Oh, that's
this.
where you're going with
That's where I'm going with this. The Chromecast. Now, if you have, let's say, a receiver and you have the Chromecast in the receiver and you have Def Tech speakers, bells and whistles, whatever, you can actually stream from the Google right to the Chromecast to play out of the better speakers. So you have that option, and I feel like that's one thing that Amazon Echo sort of lacks. It doesn't have that capability. You can do Bluetooth, but there was a lot of complaints that they just don't like to work with each other very well.
As far as the Echo goes, there is a Alexa you can get, the Dot, that has an auxiliary port in it that kind of solves that problem.
Sladdle.
What am I trying to say?
You're trying to say
It's less expensive. So the Dot retails at about the price of $50 or so, which would be slightly more than the Chromecast itself. So that's kind of a way of doing it. But as far as controlling everything like that, Alexa works with the...
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
No, Cheryl.
No, Cheryl!
Stop listening, Cheryl.
The Echo actually works with the Logitech Harmony Smart Hub. That does not.
It will. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure it will. Because of the date release, Echo has a lot more skills, is what they call it, than the Google Home has, which would be like third-party companies that make apps for them, essentially. Like Jeopardy itself, Jeopardy, the game show, works a lot better on the Echo than it does the Google Home.
I feel like out of the box, though, it already comes with more. Like when we first took it out of the box and we wanted to play a game, it already had pre-installed 3 games.
It did have a couple of games pre-installed with it, but again, it's an app base. So because of release time, there is more available for the Echo than there is the Google Home.
Which I agree, but for anybody who's watching this, who would you rather have? A company that has the Play Store on their back, and they're going to have a slew of applications.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's going to grow a lot more than the That's what makes me nervous about the Amazon. Although I do say they surprised me, and they did a solid job with the
Yes.
Echo.
The
Especially
Echo-
for the first generation.
First generation, yes.
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 I agree. There's definitely a lot more that they can be capable of because of their backings. You have Google and you have Amazon, which are huge companies. Now, you're saying that has a bunch of apps, but the App Store for Amazon is also getting much larger than ever before.
It has. It is, yeah. But it's no Play Store, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no
It's
Play
not
Store.
Android. No, it's not Android.
Google Play Store. What I like too is that you have that Chromecast functionality. So beside music though, like think about it. You're there and you want to watch whatever, YouTube video or whatever it is, and your TV's there and you have the Chromecast plugged in.
Or a
You just-
Chromecast built-in TV.
Exactly. Just you have more flexibility and it makes it more of a home automation because you already get that home automation with your lights and your thermostat and everything else that's wired through your wireless system. But you have that Chromecast capability, which is that sort of wireless capability to your TV that I think is just going to drive the Google Home a little bit further than the Amazon Echo.
Or if you do something that works better than the Chromecast, like the Harmony Smart Hub, the Echo works with that.
Let's put them to work, kid. Okay, Google. Play me a sick beat.
All right, here's a Spotify playlist called Best of Trap Music Sick Beat Drops.
Alexa, play a song.
Here's a station you
do the
might
same
like.
thing.
Sarah Bareilles.
Our microphone's up there. Just a song. It's a sad song. Speaker's decent on both of them. I think the speaker's a little bit better here. I think that's very low end.
Not low end as far as quality.
Low end as far as sounds. Alexa, how do you say hello in Spanish?
I can't pronounce that, but I've written the translation for you.
See? There are some issues.
Okay, Google. How do you say hello in Spanish?
Hola.
And she has the accent.
You can see though the AI interface is similar, but the actual thing that responds to you is just kinder. Alexa's just so much kinder.
Sexier voice. It's like, yes.
Alexa, how many seconds in a day?
1 day equals 86,400 seconds.
That's a wife voice right there.
That's a...
But what I mean by personality is things like, okay, Google, do you want to build a snowman?
Sure, the cold never bothered me anyway.
Or,
Alexa, Do you want to build a snowman?
I don't have my gloves with me.
Lame response. Okay, Google, sing me a song.
I can sing a song. I'll keep it simple, it won't last very long.
Or,
Alexa, sing me a song.
Who, me? I couldn't. I hit it. When my Wi-Fi left me, and I'm out in the rain.
I've never heard this before. This is new!
We're hard to obtain, but that's no excuse to put me on mute. Like a good cowgirl, all up and reboot. It's raining in the clouds.
This song is way better than
that song.
Hey Google, play the name game with Tuck.
Coming right up. Chuck, Chuck, Bo, Buck. Banana, Fanifo, feet by Momuck. Chuck.
Awesome. So basically put it this way, if you're choosing which one you should buy and you already have an Android or a Google phone, like the Pixel, the integration, what you get out of both devices would be beneficial to just going with the Google Home.
There's also the Amazon Tap that's available. That's more of a Bluetooth speaker. It has a little bit... It's more of a portable unit than anything. It's not always listening because both of these are always listening constantly. Their mic is always set to record, so it's constantly listening, which is how it knows by the keywords of Hey Google or Alexa. That is how it knows to listen because they're always listening.
Mm-hmm. And that's how the government spies on you.
The tap is because you tap on it, and that's how you activate the voice. The dot is the same as this as far as recording. It's constantly listening, but has the ability to hook up to external speakers.
One thing I do gotta say, it's a small feature, but I feel like it's super helpful, is that with the Alexa, in a dark room, or let's say you're in the other room, and sometimes when you say, hey Alexa or Google, blah, 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 you can't really tell if it picks you up, especially if you're playing music or if there's ambient noises around.
It points to you.
This one, because of the mic's 360 around the whole echo, it actually lights up and goes to where it's hearing you, wherever
Alexa.
you are. So see how it just did that? It sort of picks up where you are. And it gives you an indication that it's listening to you. With the Google, because of the slant body, if it's facing this way, I'm behind it and I'm in another room and I say, okay, Google, there's really no way that I know that it's actually hearing me.
There's
so
no
I can,
audible beep or anything.
There's nothing. So I could repeat myself continuously. However, if they had something like that, it would be a little bit easier. I know it's something small and something completely stupid, irrelevant, but to me, it would make a difference.
Yeah, that's definitely something to point out. Mm-hmm.
Tell us what you think. Which one's the winner? If you think there's a winner, which one would you choose? And don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment. Check out the Sonos video.
Likes, comments, Sonos.
Yeah, and I'm Talmadur.
And I'm Sean Bryan.
This is another AB Films review, and we'll catch you later. Blah!